primarily for her books, her eponymous talk show, and her appearance on Think About Yourself in Future as that person, that young man or that young woman who is going to inspire millions of people just like Tyler Perry did. Having lost all his savings, my God, Perry returned to working odd jobs. Does this sound like a story that you've been through as well? Does it sound like something you've been through, or you know someone who's been through what Tyler Perry went through at this time? However, he did not give up on his dream and continued to put off performances of his play in different cities. None of these took off, and Perry was virtually bankrupt. Johnson is the only male athlete in history to win, wait for this.
This is Africa, the cradle of mankind's birth, where powerful kingdoms arose with stories of worth. A youth-filled land, the youngest population, with diamonds and cocoa from its fertile foundation, exemplary leaders, their legacy told. Nkrumah, Mandela, their spirits bold. From Johnson Sirleaf's Liberia, where freedom lies, and her first female leader, so wise. Let courage and dreams unite as one for a brighter tomorrow where greatness is spun. In this beautiful, colorful, and friendly domain, greatness awaits, where hopes shall not wane, where tales of triumph weave a tapestry. Welcome to Today in African History.
Iyanla Vanzant is an American inspirational speaker. She is a lawyer, New Thought spiritual teacher, author, life coach, and television personality. Born on this day, September 13th, in the year 1959. She is known primarily for her books, her eponymous talk show, and her appearance on The Oprah Winfrey Show. From 2012 to 2021, she served as host of Oprah Winfrey Network's Iyanla, Fix My Life. So, this is a famous Iyanla Vanzant, an American inspiration speaker, lawyer, New Thought spiritual teacher, author, life coach, and television personality. Born on this day in 1959. So it's happy birthday to Iyanla Vanzant. Next, Tyler Perry, of course. Born exactly 10 years after Iyanla Vanzant. He is an American actor, producer, and director. He was born as Emmett Perry Jr. on September 13, 1969 in New Orleans, Louisiana. He had 3 other siblings and a very difficult childhood. His father was a carpenter and used to frequently physically abuse his family. Perry mentioned in later interviews how his father used to beat him and his siblings over every trifling issue. Tyler was depressed growing up and even tried to commit suicide to escape the harsh realities of his young life. However, his attempt was unsuccessful and he decided to separate from his family. At the age of 16, he left his father's house, dropped out of high school, and changed his name to Tyler to end any associations with his earlier life. Wow. Tyler Perry took radical steps to change his life. If you're watching this, You're a teenager, you're in your early 20s, you're depressed, you're actually thinking of taking your own life. Please speak to somebody. You can see that Tyler Perry made a radical change in his life, even getting to the point of changing his first name to Tyler. So do whatever you have to do. Think about yourself in future as that person, that young man or that young woman who is going to inspire millions of people just like Tyler Perry did. Just imagine if Tyler Perry had taken his life. We wouldn't have known of him today. He wouldn't have been able to inspire the millions of people he's inspired. And I bet you there are people who would have taken their lives, but because of Tyler Perry, they're still alive today. So you watching this, boy, girl, man, woman, you're going through depression, you're going through any other problems that we as human beings normally go through, do not give up. This is just an encouragement to you out there. Do not give up. There's always hope. As long as there's life, there is always hope. So I'm going to carry on with Tyler Perry. Perry later went back to high school and earned a general equivalency diploma, a GED. Now listen to that. This guy went back to high school. He was probably a lot older than his high school classmates at the time, but he did it anyway. He worked a number of odd jobs to make enough money to survive on. It was during this time that he turned to writing, inspired by an episode of the Oprah Winfrey Show, to which Oprah talked about expressing your feelings by writing them. Perry began to do the same. He began writing a series of letters to himself in which he expressed his innermost struggles about life. Using this material, Perry consolidated and edited them to form the basis for his first show, a musical called I Know I've Been Changed. The show addresses many serious issues such as child abuse and forgiveness for others. In order to finance the show, Perry began saving all the money he earned from working odd jobs and eventually managed to save $12,000. Now that is a man with a dream, guys. He used these savings to put on the first production of I Know I've Been Changed at a theater in Atlanta. The show performed very poorly. Did you hear that, guys? His first show performed very poorly. What did he do? He did not give up. Only ran for one weekend and only attracted a crowd of about 30 people. That's a show he had been saving for. He had saved $12,000 for, and yet the show was performed very poorly. Having lost all his savings, my God, Perry returned to working odd jobs. Does this sound like a story that you've been through as well? Does this sound like something you've been through, or you know someone who's been through what Tyler Perry went through at this time? However, he did not give up on his dream and continued to put up performances of his play in different cities. None of these took off, and Perry was virtually bankrupt. So we know the rest of the story. Today, Tyler Perry is one of the wealthiest black men in the United States of America. Indeed, in the world today, Tyler Perry is one of the wealthiest black men in the world today. So do not give up on your dreams, guys. If you're watching this, do not give up on your dreams. If you're thinking about giving up on yourself, think about those who look up to you, those who will be sad that you're no longer around or sad that you didn't make it in life. Don't give up on your dreams, guys. So we're going to go on to the next person on the stage, also an inspirational American. His name is Michael Johnson. Full name, Michael Dwayne Johnson. Born exactly 2 years before Tyler Perry. The year was 1967. He is an American retired sprinter who won 4 Olympic gold medals and 8 World Championships gold medals in the span of his career. He formerly held the world and Olympic records in the 200 meters and 400 meters, as well as a world record in the indoor 400 meters. He also once held the world's best time in the 300 meters. Johnson is generally considered one of the greatest and most consistent sprinters in the history of track and field. Johnson is the only male athlete in history to win, wait for this, both the 200 meters and 400 meters events at the same Olympics, a feat he accomplished at the 1996 Summer Olympics in Atlanta. Johnson is also the only man to successfully defend his Olympic title in the 400 meters, having done so at the 2000 Summer Olympics in Sydney. Aside from his Olympic success, Johnson accumulated 8 gold medals at the World Championships and is tied with Carl Lewis for the 4th most gold medals won by a runner. So, Michael Dwayne Johnson, it's a happy birthday, African American athlete extraordinaire, born on this day in 1967. That's it, folks, for today's Today in African History. If you like what we are sharing here and you have not subscribed to the channel yet, why not subscribe so that whenever we drop a video, you will be the first one to get notified. Join us tomorrow, September 14th, for another edition. Thanks for dropping by. Hasta la vista.